For those of you that are new here, my name is Ada and this is Ruby, and she is my 2023 Challenger Hellcat last call jailbreak. And even though she is not my dedicated daily, sometimes I will drive her to work. And even though I love driving her to work, there are a few things that I've noticed about her. So stay tuned to the very end to find out the biggest reason why I won't make my Hellcat my dedicated daily. So I actually need to go to the gas station because I'm only at a quarter tank. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so because I live in SoCal and I commute to work 5 days out of the week, that means I need to go to the gas station every 2 days because I will be on E by day 3. So we're going to take a look at how much it takes to fill up my tank. So considering that I already had a quarter tank, it took me $71 to fill her up. So if I have to make 3 trips to the gas station in 1 week, I'm looking at spending about $200 just in gas in 1 week. And let me tell you, that is not really ideal. Now, it is possible to just take it easy and make it to day 4 without going to the gas station sooner. But what's the fun in that? And if you guys thought that gas was going to be the biggest reason why I don't daily my Hellcat, I'm sorry to break it to you guys, but it's not. For context, my commute involves sitting in LA traffic, as you can see. And that means, like, on average my commute time is 50 minutes, which to some people it doesn't sound too bad, but honestly this can easily be a 20 minute commute, honestly. But because of most of the, or should I say the majority of the freeways here in California have construction that are currently being done, and that means that some of the lanes are going to be reduced, and that ends up leading to like just more delays. And honestly, if I didn't have to deal with all the traffic and just like the constant delays, and honestly if I can drive 20 minutes honestly to and from work, I would easily, without a doubt, take my Hellcat. Another reason why I wouldn't want to daily Ruby is honestly the wear and tear. And I mentioned this already a few times where I don't mind too much about the mileage. That's something I don't have any intent to sell her. So what I mean by wear and tear is honestly like the constant potholes that you have to deal with all the construction here is ridiculous, on top of getting nails inside the tire. It's happened to me several times already with my Camry, and just last month it happened for the first time in my Hellcat, and I'm not gonna lie, that shit hurt. So I would much rather, on top of that, there's also rocks and chips. Now there's only so much that you can do to try to prevent that, but I think we all realize, depending on how far your commute is, that's inevitable. And sadly, if I had to pick between like my Camry getting the chips or my Hellcat, I would feel less guilty if my Camry got the chips. And I know like there's like really nothing you can do, but that's just another reason why I just want to like save her for the weekends, just to kind of minimize that. And I will say though that I do have PPF on my Hellcat, which does help a lot with the rocks and chips, but it's not gonna prevent it from like large objects that are, or should I say like large obstacles on the road, right? And I don't know if it's just my luck, but I always see a ladder on the freeway, and that's honestly one of my biggest fears, because I do not, and look, right now I can literally see a truck that's carrying a ladder on top of it. I avoid that. I will switch lanes because I don't want to deal with that. I don't know, it's kind of like one of those what's that movie called, Final Destination things, like what I just can't do it. The next main point that I wanted to bring up is that Ruby has a not so subtle factor. Now, what I mean by that is, one, she's octane red, so in the daylight she clearly stands out. On top of that, you can hear the supercharger whine, and that makes it really easy for cops to spot me, right? Especially when I'm trying to make it to work on time, which means cut through traffic. Okay, that's basically what I mean. And I'm not trying to make their job easier, okay? I'm trying to, there's some times where I just need to blend in, and I can't do that. I can't do that in the Hellcat, especially during the day. At night though, I will say, her paint color actually looks almost more like a black cherry, borderline black at night. So I feel like I can get away with it at night, but if I'm driving her to work, that's not gonna work out. Like, I stand out, like she stands out, she sticks out like a sore thumb. So clearly I did not buy this car to drive her like a Prius. And I just love how quickly she accelerates. It's one of my favorite things about this car. And also, if I see an open road in front of me, like, best believe I'm gonna make that supercharger whine. That's honestly the best part of this car, is how easy it is to reach 120 and not even feel it. So I think that, you know, it's almost like a disservice to this car to just drive her through traffic sometimes, because I want to drive her the way she's meant to be driven, and that is going fast. And give me 1 second, guys. This is what I mean about traffic. That's like a bad influence, because I can't help but just step on it when I'm in her. And to me, that's just literally what the fun is. Like, that's literally what you buy when you get this car. It makes me so happy, but at the same time, it's just kind of like, girl, I'm not trying to get a ticket, okay? And even though I do have my radar, ooh, we're coming up on a tunnel. Give me a second. Even though I do have a radar, I have to be very vigilant on where the cops are, because I'm not trying to mess with them like that. I'm just trying to enjoy my car in peace. So honestly, Ruby being a bad influence is the biggest reason why I will not daily her. So if you guys thought it was gas, I'm sorry to prove you guys wrong, but that's not a reason for me to not daily her. It's honestly the risk, the increased risk of just getting pulled over. And I love her so much, and I just want to drive her the way she's meant to be driven. And I know, like, when it comes to just going to work, the main thing is just to get to work on time and safe without getting pulled over. So I want to invite you guys to subscribe. If you guys aren't already, check out my Instagram page and follow me over there at miss.srt01. And thank you guys so much for watching. Drive safe out there, right? Bye! And just for the just on today.